and welcome to episode 7. Let's talk about it with your girl, the host, the DiDi DiDi Skky. So glad to have you guys with us tonight. This is a bonus episode. Why? Because typically, of course, we tape every other Wednesday, but this is special for us because we have a very special guest. He is the president of the Mother Chapter Atlanta of the Kingz of the South Motorcycle Club. And so they have a slew of events happening this week, and his schedule is extremely tight. And so when we could get him in, today was the day. And so I am so super excited. So glad to have you guys with us tonight. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not introduce my co-host. I call him the voice of God, the man behind the meme. Give it up for Major.
Yo, what's up, DiDi?
What's up? How are you?
DiDi, I am exquisite. I am very exquisite. How are you?
I'm wonderful. You see, I'm rocking my Harley Davidson gear.
Yeah, your get up is a little different. You look like you're getting ready to jump on the back of a motorbike or something like that. What's going on? You every time I see you, and now I'm afraid to ask you what's going on because the last time you put me in check when I asked you where you was at when you didn't have business. Yeah, y'all was in your business, but it's all good. I'm not going to dive too deep into why you look like you do.
Well, I'm looking like I do because of course, our special guest tonight, and so I'm representing. I'm not a rider though, but I will hop on the back. On the back of the motorcycle. Okay, I've only done it twice.
You don't officially ride them yourself. You just ride along.
Yes, and I've only done it twice, so I'm not going to even front as though I'm just like this seasoned professional in this industry. But our guest tonight is certainly a professional, and he is seasoned in game. And so we're going to do a deep dive into the life of Andre. We call him Blac Ferguson, the president of the Kingz of the South. Now, Major, there's a lot of entertainment news trending these past couple of weeks. A lot going on.
It's too much going on, DiDi. It's more going on than what I would like to see in the media.
Right.
I'm concerned for everyone involved.
Well, there is some good news. We're going to talk about Jay-Z's mom recently got married to her longtime girlfriend.
Okay. All right.
Yes. We're going to talk about that. You're stuttering.
No, I just never knew anything about Jay-Z's mom. That's all. That's cool.
We're going to talk about that. And then also Diddy is trending because he is suing liquor brand Diageo. And of course, the highlight is this Keke Palmer butt cheek situation. So.
Oh, yeah, I got a little bit to say about that, Diddy. I'm going to be honest, man. And I'm going to try not to get... Yeah, I'm going to try not to get canceled. I really am going to try not to get canceled.
Well, but, we're not going to get canceled. That we may trend a little bit, which would be good for us.
Yeah, you'll be on here with a new co-host and producer next week.
But listen, guys, we want you to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For this very reason, we have these bonus and feature episodes. We don't want you to miss anything. And if you are watching on my Facebook channel, DiDi Skky, be sure after this, don't go right now. We want you to stay where you are. Be sure to go over to our YouTube channel and like, share, and subscribe. And right now, go ahead and share this live with your friends, family. Tell them to hop on in because it's about to get hot. We're coming in hot tonight.
Okay, all right. I feel that.
Well, tonight's episode is brought to you by Pop Shots ATL.
Pop Shots ATL is an amazing 360 photo booth and event photography company that knows how to capture memories like nobody else. Perhaps you partied a little too hard at your recent event and can't quite recall all the amazing moments you had with your friends. If Pop Shots ATL was in the building, then you know they caught it all on camera. Their 360 photo booths are sleek and totally customizable with props and backdrops that'll have your guests flexing for the cameras. And check this out, y'all. They have a social media sharing feature that lets everyone show off their pictures and keep those memories alive long after the party is over. Pop Shots ATL takes exceptional care of their customers and pays attention to every little detail. So if you're looking to add some serious fun and unforgettable vibes to your event, Pop Shots ATL is the perfect choice. For more information, visit popshotsatl.com. That's POPSHOTSATL.com.
Yo, shout out to Pop Shots ATL in the building.
That's right. Pop Shots ATL to capture those special moments. As a matter of fact, you know, the Kings of the South have their anniversary happening this week. And, you know, they should have definitely reached out to Pop Shots ATL.
Hey, well, if they ever find themselves in need of a 360 photo booth for some event photography, those are the folks to call. So yeah, definitely, DiDi. I am so excited to learn about motorcycle clubs and whatnot, because I'm gonna be honest with you, and I hope that the guest today doesn't make fun of me. I'm scared to ride a motorcycle.
Well,
I'm really afraid.
So am I.
So I ain't no chump, I ain't no punk or nothing like that. It's just something about riding a motorcycle that scares the pants off of me, man.
Well, I think for me, it's the I feel as though, especially when I'm riding on the back, because that's about all I can give you is ride on the back. It's the feeling of not being in control, and then all of just that open air around me, just the cars and everything. But I'm also afraid to cross the street. Don't talk about that. Okay,
okay.
I got a problem crossing the street. And my friends in the background, my girlfriends are like, she sure is. She does not like to. She's afraid of crossing the street. A grown woman. But I am super excited about our guest tonight. Listen, guys, as we always say, this show is for you. So just as Major just did, he has a lot of questions, and I'm sure you do too. So we're going to take a deep dive into this motorcycle club and also the president. We're going to look at his life and where he's been. So I am super excited about my guest tonight. He is the current president of the Kings of the South Atlanta Mother Chapter. Please welcome Andre, we call him King Blac, Ferguson. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
King Blac in the house. We are down with the Kings tonight right here on Let's Talk About It. What an exclusive. Before we get started talking about, we're going to dive a little bit into your life and your background and how you got involved with the Kings of the South. But it's your anniversary. What year is this for the Kings of the South?
10th year anniversary. 10th year anniversary.
Oh my goodness. And really quick, I mentioned that you are the president of the Atlanta Mother Chapter. And for those of us out there who may not know what that Mother Chapter means, tell them what that means.
The Mother Chapter is basically where everything got started. Mm-hmm. So we're the first ones.
That's right. That's where it all started, right here in the ATL. So let's talk about you, King Blac. Where are you from? Tell us where you were born and raised and how you got your start.
Okay, well, I was born in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I was raised in South Carolina, a small town, you know.
Okay. So born in D.C., but raised in South Carolina.
Yes.
And then when did you move to Atlanta? When did you start to come to the Atlanta area?
In the mid-90s, I would come a lot. And I officially moved here in 2004.
Okay. Oh, so you were coming to Atlanta during the Freak Day.
Right. That's what brought me here, Vegas night in the Freak Meet.
You didn't see me. You did not see me.
I'm not sure.
Major, don't you say anything about that. And so you were born in North Carolina, and then when you moved to here to Atlanta, what actually brought you here? What made why did you decide to make Atlanta your home?
I needed a change. When I was there, I lived a very exciting life. if you would call it that. And I was looking for a change. I needed a change, and it was actually, I felt like it was gonna pretty much save my life. So
Okay.
yeah.
So let's talk about that. Saving your life, because we do have our followers, our viewers. They have kids. These are people who will make mistakes. Let's talk about that a little bit. Your life and where you were at the time. What were some of those challenges that you were facing or had faced before you decided to make a change?
Okay. Well, one, something first time I ever talked about it publicly, but anybody who knows me, they know my past and they know I'm not ashamed of. For some years, I was an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? And I used to have 2 pictures in my house, one of the Black Jesus Christ and one of Malcolm X. I served one and I lived by the other one. So I was a mean type of guy. I started out, I was always that kid that you ever heard the people say I was grown before my time. Mm-hmm. My mom, great woman, she raised me and my brother. Everything I learned good came from her and my grandmother and my aunts and my uncles and my cousins. Everything I learned bad, I picked it up in the street on my own. So whatever I did, I didn't do it because, some people say, oh, I did this or that to get out of poverty or out of the hood. No. I went on vacations. I did everything that every normal kid would do. But I just saw a different way, and I took a different avenue. So everybody else wanted to go to college or go get a job. I wanted to make fast money and do what I do. And that's what I did.
Okay.
I paid the price for it, but I did what I did,
Right. And the fact that you're sharing your story, I am a firm believer that we are all overcome by one another's testimony. And so you sharing your testimony with so many can help, even if it helped one person. You're doing your job by sharing your story. And so you said you pretty much came from, very humble beginnings. You had a great family life. But this happens so often, where people get caught up by seeing, the fast life and being the ability to have fast money, and seeing the cars and the jewelry and all of those good things. What would be your advice to young people, girls or guys, that may decide or may be thinking about going into that lifestyle?
My advice would be, one, if you're a young lady out there and you're dating somebody that's in that lifestyle, get away from that shit.
That's
no good. They don't have a 401k. It's not a retirement plan behind it. There's a couple ways you're going to get out of it if you don't leave, and it's prison or death. Borderline or both. If you're a guy that's doing it, just know everything has an expiration date. And when that time is up, this time is up. Where I'm from, everybody know me. I'm the guy who gonna party 7 days a week. I'm gonna have fun, laugh, dance, clown. But I'm also the guy, if you got a problem with me, I don't got no problem. But if you got a problem, then I'm okay with you having a problem. My whole life I was a fighter. I believe that's how you solve your problems. If you want it, let's get it. I had no problem with it. It got to the point to where shit, I got locked up so much. I would call, hey, y'all got a warrant for me down there today? Because I knew I whipped up on a guy last night. And they were like, yeah, we got one for you. Just come down. I said, well, I ain't going to jail on a Friday. Now I'll come down Monday. Yeah, me and my mom ride down, I signed the paper and get back out. But I came from such a good family and a praying family to where they saw something in me that I didn't see. But the more money you make, the more yes you get around you. And just because somebody's telling you yes and smiling in your face don't mean that they're your friend.
That's right.
Yeah, I got shot. One of a young man shot me, and the day before he shot me, I say about 2 days before that,
Wow.
I went to visit my grandmother, and I told her, I said, I had a dream last night about all these snakes. And I said, I keep picking them up, putting them in a bag, but I'm scared of snakes. And I said, I don't know what that was about. It kept walking, I kept waking up. And she said, that's your enemy trying to get at you. Oh, okay, grandma. So I ate, left. 2 days later, I was at my family's bar. And this guy stole a gun from a guy, went across the street and hid in the bushes and shot me with a 22-aught rifle.
What?
Blew all my guts out. He blew my guts out. Yeah. So
Oh my goodness.
I stayed in a coma. I could hear everybody talking, but I couldn't say anything. And they kept telling the doctor kept telling my family, talk to him, he can hear you. And I just couldn't say anything. And I could hear my mother, my grandmother, and my cousin. She would come every day after work. Her name was Bernadette. Her name is Bernadette. And my mom and my aunts and everybody would come. And every day she would talk to me when she get off work. Andre, boy, you better wake up. Andre, boy, you better wake up. And we were like super tight. And I heard her saying, you're going to be okay. And my mom would rub me and talk to me, but I couldn't say anything. And finally, one day I did wake up, and that's what happened. But the guy who shot me, he said that later on, he said that he wanted to let people know I was human. I was the guy who had all the girls. I had the nice cars. I had the money. I had all this and that. Then he turned around and said somebody paid him $1,000 to do something to me because they wanted what I had. Wow. So, but the day before he shot me, I had a Jaguar. Mm-hmm. Had a paint job on it, candy paint job, wheels, all this stuff. I was leaving my family bar, and I saw him and his partner. And I said, hey, man, it's raining. Where y'all going? They said, we going home. I gave this guy and his partner a ride home, put them out in their front door, and the next day he came back and tried to kill me. Bruh. Never had an argument with him. Matter of fact, I actually got in a fight with a group of guys because they jumped on him like 2 weeks before that. So it goes to show you that, and I mean, it was a rough time, like the police came in and talked, and, they got this thing called a victim assistance program. If somebody does something to you and you didn't have anything to do with it, they'll pay your bill. But also they say, you got to drop the charges on the person. I'm like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that one.
Right.
No.
Right.
So you can keep your assistance money. I'll figure out how to pay the bill, but no, somebody got to pay the pipe on this one. So wow. There's no good way out of this shit. Like, I've been robbed.
So let me ask you this, as I'm sitting here with my mouth open, and this show is not only a visual show, it's also in audio. It streams on all audio platforms where you get your favorite podcast. And so for those of you who are going to listen to us, I am literally sitting here with my mouth wide open because of the fact that I know Blac, but I had never heard this story. And so the fact that you're sharing, so deep into your life, and the fact that when you see someone, you never know what they've been through. And the saying that, thank God I don't look like what I've been through. You also don't look like what you're describing to me right now. When you got shot, was that the turning of the guards for you? Did you come out of that coma that you were in and immediately change your life and your lifestyle, or did it still take some time?
When I came out of the coma, it was, I had a moment where, I had to, kind of like learn how to walk back over, so I couldn't really do too much. So I had a cousin of mine, his name is Tony. He would come pick me up, ride me around, and, and I had to get my, intestines and everything back together. So I lost a lot of weight, but it didn't change anything. Like, the moment I could get back to doing what I was doing, I was right back being Andre. I was right back doing whatever.
Really?
Didn't change anything. It made me be a little more cautious, and to see that no matter how much you do for people, that, sometimes people have some real bad intentions for you, but no, it didn't. I kept doing what I was doing. It was,
Wow.
I had people say, hey, man, you're lucky to be alive. Because there was a guy who got shot that same night. Nothing to do with me. I didn't even know the person. He was right across from me, but evidently he must have broke in somebody's house or something. And that guy died.
Oh.
And he was right across the hall. I could see him. He could see me. And the next, after I came out of my coma, I would see him, and they had him handcuffed to the bed. And 2 days later, he was gone. And I asked the lady, what happened? She said, he died. And he was my same age.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yes. Stephanie is here. She says, wow, shouts out to Levi. He's co-signing everything that you said because he said facts. Shouts out to Jaquita as well. What was the changing of the guards for you then? What was it that made you finally decide it was time for you to change your life?
I don't know. I actually had my oldest son, and we kind of grew up together because I was a kid. I was 18 years old, and he has a strong mother. And she would always, Andre, don't do this, Andre, don't do that. But, when you making money and you got 20 people over here co-signing for everything and you got this one person nagging, you're like, I'll be back later. And that didn't change me. Then 12 years later, I got my youngest son came about. His mother didn't change me. And I just did what I did because I was like, shit, I'm Andre, I'm going to do me. And if you can deal with it, you can. If not, shit, women love me. So if you can't deal with it, somebody else will put up with it. And but you're looking at it that way because you got a lot of people around you that are not going to tell you right or wrong because they think you'll cut them off.
Right, exactly.
Right now, of course, my family be on me, like, hey, Andre, come on. Just go get a job, go do this and that. So I did end up getting into the car business. And I just woke up one day and said, man, my life is better than this. And, and I would want to change because then I saw I had 2 sons and I didn't want them to go down this road. So and that's when I got into the car business and I found out I was good at that. And I did my thing. And but then I was still dibble and dabble because I'm at home. I know how to move and how not to move and what to do and what not to do. And I said, in order for me to make it and to stay out of that thing called prison or out of the graveyard, I got to get out of here. Because if you send somebody to a place unfamiliar, they got to move a little different because they don't know anybody. And I thought about Charlotte, but the party hours were not long enough. So
they weren't partying enough for long enough.
Right. I mean, I literally moved here because to party. And that was my thing. So I moved to Atlanta, and one of my partners got me a job working at the Nissan dealership, and I did my thing.
Okay. And so you were married before, correct?
Yes, I was.
Are you currently married or no?
No.
Okay, so the single ladies are going to start chiming in right now. They're looking for you. No, I'm just kidding. What happened? Was it because of your life on the street that caused your marriage, or was it just decisions that weren't happening?
No, not really. I was actually married to my best friend. Like my road dog, like if I say I, she put want behind me. And I always tell my partners, that's gotta be a couple of things I regret in life, and the way that ended is one. Because I know I had somebody who loved me. And that's a hard thing to know that you got somebody that got your back and rock with me, because she's really one of the reasons why I got into opening up my own business and started working for myself. And shit, I made more money that way than I ever made any other way. And she was like, "You're a smart guy. So versus taking it and doing this and doing that, let's make this shit positive and do the right thing." And I just lost track. And you know, when somebody loves you so much, you think they'll never go away.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. I like that, Blac.
And one day she left. And that has to be two of the things that, you know, if I ever had a hard time, I would have to say was when my mom died. Because that was my best friend. And I never got a chance to tell her bye. And when my wife left, my ex-wife left, to see somebody who love you and to watch them change and to watch a part of them die, and you know it's because of you, that's real tough. And I think that's when God started to change me as a person. And I realized everything that I was out in the street looking for, I had at home. But now home is gone. I'm like, shit, I'm back out here again, you know? And I'll tell anybody, you know, when you are here on this motorcycle set, take this shit for what it is. It's an outlet. The most important thing should be to you is getting back home.
Oh, yes.
Having respect for your home. And acting as an adult, acting as a man, acting as if you marry, act like a married man. Because you can't have both sides. I promise you that. You can be as slick as you want to be. You can have as much as you want to have. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because people going through a lot of stuff out here. And then you got a lot of haters out here too. So, you know, you got social media. People taking pictures, doing this, they doing that. And
it's going to get back. It'll get back eventually.
It's going to be get back. Like I said, I had a rider daughter. I mean, she never, if I went out 4 days a week, she's like, "Okay, Andre, be safe. Just text me." So I started out going out 2 days a week. "Okay, text me." 2 went to 3. 3 went to 4. 4 went to 5. Because when you get a woman that's letting you be a man, sometimes as men, we run wild with it.
Right.
And I didn't have a filter. And at the end, I will tell any guy out there, if you got a hoe at home and she tell you and she arguing and fussing, that don't mean that. But if you got a real woman at home and she say, "Hey, I'm done," she done. Real women, they ain't gonna, you know, they gonna talk to you about it. But when they say it's over, it's over.
Yeah. It's a wrap.
I mean, take the bike stuff for what it is. You know, I enjoy it. I love it. But I tell everybody, put your family first. Put your kids first. You know, I'm a father of 2. I got a grandbaby. And right now, that's basically what I'm concentrating on. I love them. I got an aunt. I can talk to her for hours at a time. She's like my mom. And, you know, to me, that's what life is about now. I love hanging out with my friends. I got a great group of friends, you know, males and females. And that's what it's about. But, you know, never forget the most important person. And that's the one at home.
Yeah.
So if I was to tell anybody anything, like, just be respectful, you know. You ain't got to hit every party.
That's right.
You ain't got to go out of town on every trip. But the same way,
bro. RJ Moss said, "Teach, bro."
I'm telling that to the brothers because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? And I know I had a good one and shit. If left me, hell, yours will leave you. You know, it's not about the money, because together we probably made $650,000 a year. So you know, I lived in a 7,000 square foot house. But at the end of the day, if you leaving this lady at home by herself, that shit gonna get old.
It is. It gets old. Yes, it does.
And now somebody else got, they got a champion. And I just hope I didn't mess it up for them or mess it up for them. She's a good person. We don't talk, we don't get along or whatever, but good people.
Wow.
I wish the best for her.
What nuggets. You are dropping gems. We are here tonight with King Blac, the president of the Atlanta chapter of the Kings of the South motorcycle group club. Joe said, awesome story. Yes, I'm telling you, you are pouring into us. And I know what you're saying is definitely going to stay in the hearts and the minds of so many for time to come. You're currently, as I mentioned, the president of the Kings of the South. Tell us about what that club is. For those who may not know exactly who the Kings of the South are, tell them right now.
Kings of the South was started in 2007. It was kind of like when they first started out, they said there was no rules, no dues. Players on bikes. And when I say players on bikes, not to mean that they're playboys, but they were just guys who were bosses and they moved how they wanted to move and they did what they wanted to do. And they didn't want anybody to tell them what to do. They were just a group of guys who wanted to hang out and enjoy life.
Mm-hmm. And how did you actually get involved? What was because I don't think we talked about that. We were talking about your life on the streets. Did you own a motorcycle? Were you really into motorcycles and then decided, let me join a club? Or how did that transition for you?
I've always had a bike. From mopeds to dirt bikes to sports bikes to Harleys. I was in another club before Kings of the South. And I was about to, and I met my ex-wife, and I wanted to concentrate on me and her. So I left that club, to, say, okay, I think I want to marry this young lady. So I want to, spend my time with her. After I got married and, I was riding bikes and a bunch of my friends from my old club went to Kings of the South. And they kept calling me and saying, hey, man, come hang out. And when I got there, the guys just treated me like they knew me forever. And hung out with them, man. Some of the best times ever. I mean, we partied, laughed, danced, and we had a great time. And that's how I ended up, wanting to join Kings of the South and eventually became a member.
Oh, I love it. And so you also have the Queens of the South as well, correct? Is that the female version? Because let me get a clarity on that. Is that the female version of the Kings of the South? No. Explain that.
They're the Queens of the South. We all are cool, but we're not like brother and sister club. I mean, maybe we are, maybe we're not, but no, but they're a great group of ladies.
Okay. So it's not like in our regards,
they're not tied to
sororities and fraternities.
Right. No, they're not like that. No.
Not like okay.
But we all are cool and we all, rep for each other and we all support each other a lot.
Mm-hmm. And you support other bike clubs as well. Is that correct? Because when, for instance, the Kings of the South
yes, definitely. Yeah.
A slew of events and things that happen that you're doing throughout the community. Other bike clubs also join together to do things collectively as well, right?
Well, definitely, yeah. We do a lot of anniversary parties throughout the city. We go out of town to anniversary parties, so we pretty much try to support as many people as we can. Mm-hmm. Because it's actually a great group of people.
Right. What's the mission of the Kings of the South? What is your mission and what are you doing in the community?
Well, one, on Christmas, we normally go feed the homeless. We'll find a hotel or whatever. And these extended stays. And we go and we prepare the food and we take it out, we set it up and we feed everybody at the hotel. Also, we deal with the kids with sickle cell. Okay. And we for Christmas, we feed them. We buy them toys and get them gifts and stuff like that. Because a lot of these kids are really sick, and and sometimes they don't have as much as, most people do have. And, these kids are in and out of the hospital. So most of the guys, they buy, you tell them to buy one thing, they'll buy 4 or 5 things, but they all come out, they take pictures with the kids, they give them toys. Last year, man, we gave away so many bicycles. We gave away bikes to all the kids, and then we had bikes left over. We went to another function that another group was having, and we gave away bikes out there.
Oh wow!
So yeah.
Yeah. So it's really also.
So it's not. Yeah. No, it's not all about partying and all that stuff and riding your bike. It's actually about, if we see somebody in need, we actually donated some money to a young lady. She's a teacher, and the kids needed some extra money because they were going on a field trip and they didn't have it. She came and spoke, and we actually gave over the amount, and, because we believe in looking out, because the kids are our future. So
that's right.
You always want to do something for somebody.
Right, that you're giving back. But it's all the camaraderie, as you mentioned, and also it's like a brotherhood, right? I mean, you guys, you look after each other, you spend time together, you travel. There was, your travel code when you're traveling out of town and things like that. You guys have each other's back.
Yeah, it's pretty much, it's like a family. You're going to have some of the people, everybody hang at Big Mama house. Some only come on the holidays. Some don't come at all. You're going to have those that going to hang tight together. You're going to have those that kind of hang by themselves. So it's like anything else. If you get a bunch of alpha males together and they say that they all get along, that's a lie. They don't, because they alpha males, and we got a lot of strong egos.
I'm right. I'm sure.
But at the end of the day, when push them to shove, they go cuss, they go fuss, but they all come together and do what's right.
So let's talk about your exciting week that you have. You have a week of activities that actually kicks off tonight. Celebrate your anniversary. So what are some of those things that you guys are doing to celebrate, and how many people you're expecting this week?
Man, I'm hoping it's about 5,000-6,000,
What? 5,000 to 6,000?
Hoping it's hit 5,000-6,000 people. Yeah. We want the city. When I say 5,000-6,000, I mean, they come in and out, You get people from all around the city, and from everywhere. I mean, you got probably guys on the ground right now on the way coming from California. So, they definitely come out. They show up to show out, because that's what we do. We got an event tonight, starts at tonight kicks off. It's called Tacos. So we starting off the night tonight. Probably it'll be pretty nice. Wednesday we go into Pseudo's Bar and Grill.
Okay.
We leave there and we go to Club Rumors, for those guys that want some live entertainment.
Yes, you want some of that bucket peach run.
Right. Little booty shaking. Yeah. And Thursday we have what's called our block party. That's when everybody in the city kind of come out, and we just all have a great time. I mean, and you're gonna see a bunch of grown people that just out here enjoying life.
Yes.
And everybody kind of leave their problems up by the mailbox, and when you come back, I promise you, nobody won't pick them up. You can come back and get them. When you drop the hill, it's a good time.
Yes.
Friday we Harley Davidson, and Saturday we do this spot over there called the Old Town, and we had it there last year, and it was a great success. Everybody said they loved it, so it was so nice. We're gonna do it twice.
That's right. I'm excited. I'm going to get out and check out some of the festivities for the first time, and rocking my gear and everything.
Right.
Now Major mentioned that he was afraid to ride, motorcycles or ride bikes. For those out there who may be afraid of riding, and I'm even afraid riding on the back, because again, it's a control thing. You don't have any control, and then there's so much air in between you and the car. So, what is your advice to someone who may want to get engaged to bikes, or go out, or even be a passenger? What's your advice on that?
Can I clarify? Let me tell you what's scary about it. And I don't know if there's any other brothers in the chat. And I don't want it to seem like I'm not an alpha male or something like that. You know what I mean? You look like you could kill somebody with your eyebrows, bro. I'm gonna just be real with you. I'm not even gonna hold you. But me, I just
not at all.
What
all I want to do is dance and have fun.
But what, like, I'm afraid to get hit by another car. Like, you get hit by a car and it's like airbags to go off.
Right.
You got all these other protective features, so you got more of an opportunity for survival. A bike is just scary, man. I just can't get past that.
Well, they tell you there's two kind of riders.
Mm-hmm.
The one that went down and the one that's going to go down. But as long as you're riding with sense, you aware of your surroundings, and you only not have to drive for yourself, but you got to ride for the other person that's next to you. Anybody that want to get into it, I would say, if you do want to, go get the proper training. Me, myself, I'm 52. If I wasn't a bike rider by now, I wouldn't get into it because it's real hard to heal. Hell, I did a foot race and my feet still hurt. And that was about 2 months ago. So, I mean, to fall on a bike, that's definitely going, I don't know if you're going to come back off of that.
Mm-hmm.
That one, so.
You never fall on a bike before?
Just enjoy the people that are. Yes, I had a drunk driver that hit me in 2010, Cinco de Mayo. Hit me and one of my partners in a parking lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, drunk driver.
Blac, I mean, it's like you got like 9 lives. You got 9 lives, Blac.
No, I better have 20. But now I'm probably the slowest rider in my group. I'm probably the slowest rider in the group. I don't really speed, but I like to play my music a little loud, and I like to see the guys do the burnouts and do all that other good stuff. I'm just not. I ain't made for that, but I love it though. I can watch them all day. It's just not my cup of tea. That's my main thing too. What if I fall? One, I'm gonna be embarrassed, and two, I'm gonna be hurt, and I don't want neither one of them in my life. So I'll sit in the background and watch everybody.
Well, listen, I know that you have an event to get to tonight, so we don't want to hold you any longer, but we thank you so very much for stopping by. And for those who, want to see that itinerary, what is the IG that you have for the Kingz of the South, ATL? It's going to scroll across on our ticker as well. How can they stay connected with you?
They can just go to the Kingz of the South Mother Chapter page, and the itinerary will be on that. Or if you know a king, I'm quite sure all of the kings by now got the flyers and stuff on their page. So I love to see everybody come out. We're gonna have a great time. It's 6 days the party, so you don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it.
People in the city that can do it. 6 whole days.
That's right. And they are coming in from so many different states and cities, right? From Florida and California and North Carolina. They're coming in from all over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Well, guys, make sure that you get out and be down with the Kingz. Thank you so much, King Blac, and enjoy your week and be safe out there.
Will do. Yeah, have a good one.
All right. Take care. Ooh, so good. Oh, my goodness. So good.
Yeah.
So
wow.
good.
My God.
Wasn't that in depth?
Yo, that was unbelievable, actually, man. Like, the man said his guts and all of that stuff. That's crazy.
Yes.
I could never imagine that. I would never leave the house again. I'm being honest with you. I'm not even joking. I would never leave the house again if some of that stuff would have happened to me.
He said he's been hit by a drunk driver. I mean, like I said, it's like he has like 20 lives. He's been, you're talking about grace and mercy upon him. He is, but I am so honored that he was with us tonight and he shared his story and his testimony of where he was and now where he is today. And so shouts out to King Blac from the Kingz of the South Atlanta Mother Chapter. And again, make sure that you go out and check them out all week long. They have a massive itinerary of events. So check them out on their social media page that's scrolling across the screen right now. KOTS Mother Chapter ATL on all of the social media platforms. Woo! Goodness gracious.
Yeah, DiDi, I think I'd like to go to that pool party.
Are you gonna hang a little bit? Let me.
You know, I may get out in the sun and get my sunblock. I use SPF 30 because my skin is sensitive. So
Well, the thing is most of their events, if you look at the itinerary, most of their events are during the evening part, aside from the pool party, of course. But most of the events are at night, so you'll be okay. And you go out to the pool party and then promote, Pop Shots ATL.
Oh, which one of these are you gonna go to, or is that me getting in your business again? I mean, I want to be sensitive to your needs. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to.
Well, you never where I will appear. I have to just show up and just make an appearance. But I'm thinking about possibly Saturday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hang out. But I have a girlfriend. Shouts out to my girlfriend. I'm not gonna put her on Front Street because she's watching. She said she's been every year. She's very familiar with the Kingz of the South, and she's down with the Kingz. So she goes to all of the functions every year. She knew the whole itinerary before I even shared it with her. So
yeah, I should have got him to explain what the butt naked peach run was. I didn't. Being honest, man, I wanted to chime in.
I'm curious about the butt naked peach run. The butt naked peach run is when? Oh, that's Wednesday. Wednesday at Rumor Gentlemen's Club.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, Gentlemen's Club. No, I missed that part.
Yeah,
I thought in my mind I was thinking it was a literal. Never mind.
Right. Well, I'm still trying to figure out though. How is it a butt naked peach?
I just want to know where the peaches come in. I guess that's Georgia peach, like a Georgia peach. I'm slow. I'm slow. I'm so slow. Wow. I'm embarrassed.
Well, Major, as we mentioned earlier, it was a very busy and trending entertainment week. So the streets have been talking.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, DiDi. DiDi, I think you're on mute. She talking good too. DiDi, I don't know how. I didn't. Yeah, you're on mute.
I don't know how.
I didn't do it. I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
You were saying, you were talking good though. I mean, I know we couldn't hear you, but you were talking so good, and I want to know what you were saying so bad.
Which part?
All of it. What were you just saying? The whole part.
When I was talking about the entertainment week.
Yeah, you were talking. Never mind.
Okay. Well, I hope you can hear me now.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
I don't know when it muted. Oh my goodness. But you did hear me clearly when we were talking about King Blac, right?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay, all right. Well, as long as that was extremely clear, and then I was clear because you were responding back to me when we were talking about the butt naked peach run.
Oh yeah. I think so. I'm talking about afterwards. I think I don't know, but I think my mind was stuck on the butt naked peach run, DiDi. I'm sorry. I have to get myself back in the game. I gotta get myself. I gotta get. I'm back with you now. We're on the same page.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned, it's been a very busy news week in entertainment news. Sean Diddy Combs has filed a lawsuit against alcohol giant Diageo. And so the music and business mogul is asking the New York Supreme Court to enforce Diageo to treat DeLeon tequila brand as favorably as they have done with their other tequila brands. Now, Diageo, this is the backstory on that. Diageo owns over 200 brands, including the Guinness Beer, Tanqueray Gin. They also own Don Julio and Casamigos. And so he's also warned the company to tread lightly with the negative connotations of watermelon brands aimed at Black consumers. So, Diageo, yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I think it's pronounced, and I don't know. I feel like in my heart it's pronounced De Leon. I could be wrong though. It sounds bougie to me. But all of that you said afterwards, yeah. If I were drinking it, I would call it De Leon. But maybe that's just Yep.
De Leon tequila.
But yeah, that's crazy as all get out though.
Of course. But Diddy is not going to have it.
So do you think there is some kind of what do you think it is? Like, is it race play or what's the issue?
Well, it's certainly some race playing happening, but according to Diddy, he's saying that they don't even put the same type of branding and promotions behind his line of alcohol, and so he's saying that they do a lot of promotions and making sure that they are strategically placed in some of these stores, but his brand is not getting the same visual as well. So, but Diddy isn't going to have it. Diddy is about that money, so he's not going to.
I feel bad for Diddy, so this one's going to go out to Diddy. Diddy, this one's for you. If you guys can drink responsibly, shout out to De Leon. De Leon. You shout out to De Leon, folks. Shout out to De Leon.
I obviously don't drink it because I'm not pronouncing it correctly. And you know what? Just a side note about me too is I have a little cocktail here and there, but I'm not a connoisseur of alcohol. Like, I literally look to other people to tell me what brand of gin or vodka I want with my drink, because I don't know it. So they'll say, oh, would you like the house tequila or house? I'll look to the person who I'm with to share that, to suggest something, because I don't know brands.
You don't partake that much. Okay. No, I feel that.
I don't partake enough to know it, but I should be more versed on that, I think.
Man, it's not that big of a deal. You're not missing nothing, Diddy. I tell you what, I've learned enough brands in my day for the both of us. So we don't. Yeah, man, trust me, it's no big deal. The only thing is just, make sure nobody's slipping nothing in your glass. That's really what it is. And if you got a weak stomach, don't drink well. That's all I say.
Oh, well, thank you, Major, for that. In other entertainment news, Jay-Z's mom, Gloria Carter, recently said "I do" to her longtime girlfriend, Roxanne Wilshire.
Which one is Jay-Z's mom? Which one? Not to be, I don't.
Miss Gloria is in the black and white tuxedo.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, she kind of looked like Jay-Z a little bit.
Yeah, she definitely looks like my man.
Yeah, I never known anything about his mom, so that's cool.
I love me some Jay-Z. But remember now, he revealed his mother's sexuality in the 2017 hit "Smile." I'm going to give you the lyrics real quick. So all the ladies having babies see a sacrifice. Mama had 4 kids, but she's a lesbian. Had to pretend so long that she's a thespian. Had to hide in the closet so she medicate. So society shame and the pain was too much to take. Cried tears of joy when you fell in love. Don't matter to me if it's a him or a her. I just want to see you smile through all the hate. Maria Antoinette, baby, let him eat cake.
Sheesh. Okay, Diddy, let me find out.
Bars.
Let me find out you got bars. You got so many talents, man.
Yeah. So I totally forgot about that he actually mentioned that in "Smile" about his mom's sexuality, and then I went back and read that. I was like, that's right. He surely did. So congratulations to Mrs. Carter. Now,
congratulations to them.
I'm trying to think of who that was. It wasn't me, Hova, Jay-Z, because y'all know I love me some Jay-Z. But somebody said that I'm trying to think of who it was. It was it might have been a comedian or something. When I read that post about his mom getting married, someone said that girl doesn't want to marry, his mom. She just wants to have the perks of being married to Jay-Z's mom if she go to Beyonce concert.
Oh, damn. That's hardcore. Wow.
But I'm not going. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it because they have been dating for quite some time. So I'm not gonna, I just love, no matter what it looks like. And last on the entertainment list, trending, everybody is talking about actress Keke Palmer's butt cheeks. Everybody's talking about Keke Palmer's butt cheeks. Okay, so she recently, for those of you who may not be familiar with the story, the actress recently attended Usher's Vegas show in a smoking hot Givenchy dress. Did you hear me pronounce that right? Now I can pronounce them Givenchy.
Is that how you pronounce that? I never knew how you pronounced that.
Givenchy dress. The dress was, and we'll have a picture here for you, but it was a black sheer dress, and she wore a black bodysuit underneath. It was beautiful. I actually loved it. I loved the dress. Now, this was the kicker. When she turned around, the back of the dress was a Brazilian cut. So, see, okay, there's Keke Palmer's butt cheeks right there. And so the back of the dress was a Brazilian cut. So when you originally saw the front part of her dress, I thought it was just super cute on her. And then when she was dancing with Usher and he was singing "There Goes My Baby," she did a little turn. And her baby's father, Mr. Darius Jackson, was not happy at all when she posted the picture in the video. He made a comment. Darius said, "You're a mother. You're a mother. Good Lord. Like, why are you're a mom." It's the outfit, though. That was Darius's reaction to Keke's outfit. So obviously he was not forewarned that she was going to be wearing this outfit. What is your take on that, Mayor?
Well, before I give you my take, I'm gonna say, or I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you didn't approve of that. You don't agree with his perspective. I can tell.
I don't. Several things. I'm gonna tell you where he's wrong on my side of the house. As for me and my house, number one, what you won't do is respond to me about your feelings on a social media post.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. Yeah. I hate that's one thing I hate so much. When I tell you one of my number one things is like, no, you do not put your business or my business on social media.
That was where he was dead wrong with that.
That was wrong.
If he had an issue, he should have taken it, of course, taken her aside or said something, to her, because I am quite sure he had a conversation with her about it. And so to actually make a statement on the post, social media ate him alive about that. And so he did have to come back and try to say that he is a man of morals and values and all of these different things. And it just led to so many different conversations about it. So go ahead. Well, what are your thoughts?
Well, me particularly, DiDi, I think that he was more jealous because it was, for one, her cakes were out, but some people's relationships are like that. But then on top of that, she was with Usher, so I'm sure he saw that and was just like, that's what really did it. That's what really did it. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta put it out there, I think the fact that she was all hugged up with Usher. So what I understand about it is that he got caught cheating. Did you hear something like that, or what?
Oh no, I didn't hear that. Wait,
you didn't see that?
Darius got caught cheating.
Right. I don't know if this is after this situation, but I kind of was skimming through the internet, the interwebs and whatnot, and I saw something that was saying that she dropped him. Now it could be tabloid. I don't know. I don't know if it was tabloid or not, but there is something online If you Google it, talking about he cheated and she dropped him. So I got to get more about that story. I thought you knew that one.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, let me find out I gave DiDi some tea.
Yeah, listen, because I'm usually the one sipping. Monique said that part, maybe why he was home and not at the concert accompanying, just saying. So Monique is basically saying he was upset because she didn't invite him. With those good seats, baby. And let me tell you, because I actually saw the Usher show, Vegas show, and it's so good. It is really, really good. And I had on a little outfit myself, you just got to you want to see Usher, so you got to be cute. But yeah, and there were just so many things there. He was just wrong on so many different levels in terms of addressing her on her post. But the other part was that he actually also made the comment that you're a mom. Like, mom,
yeah, that was a little low.
See what is wrong with, and she's a young mom, and why does that matter? The fact that she's a mom, and as a matter of fact, it makes her look even better because her body is banging and the baby is like only 6 months old. But the other part of that is that we've also seen Kiki Kiki is always wearing, she's always respectful in the industry when she's posting, even when she's wearing swimsuits. And so, I just didn't see anything wrong with it. It's definitely preference. But if he had an issue with her, he definitely should have taken it offline.
So for the brothers that might not know, from a woman's perspective, let's say she was going out in this and he was like, he didn't want that to go down. That's not what he wanted, right? How should he have approached that? And should he have a say, being that they share a kid? Now, I know they're not married, or at least I don't think they're married. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, no, they're not married.
But they're dating,
and they have, yes, their son. She has a newborn son who's, I think, about 7 months old now, if he's that old. But if there was an issue, number one, again, I don't think that Darius saw the outfit before. He was new to it when he saw it on social media, is what I think. I don't think he saw it beforehand.
Yeah.
And so maybe that was his shock reaction or something.
Yeah, you got to be pissed to go right to social media, boy.
Yeah, Sandra said dude was pissed. He was thinking rationally and went with human emotion, seeing his booty out.
his booty out.
That booty belonged to him, is what he felt like. That's my butt cheeks, even though they weren't married or they're not married.
But Bria said a boyfriend needs to stay in a boyfriend's place, right? But he's a boyfriend with a baby with her, though. And I just playing devil's advocate, right? So I mean, like, fellas, female ladies, what do you think? Do you think he should have something to say about that? Because they got a kid together, he might feel like that's his booty. My man just said, Sandra said it was his booty. He didn't say her booty. He said his booty. Right. So I mean, what if he felt like that's his booty?
I think that, number one, I think that even if he would have seen the outfit ahead of, I think it was just if it was Usher. Because again, Kiki has worn things that are, revealing, either, revealing at the top or is very fitted. She's worn bathing suits that had, G-strings or things like that. And so on her social media page, I think that it was the time and the place, and it was Usher. That's what I think it was. Personally.
Yeah, I think Usher had a lot more to do with it than what it was.
Usher had a lot to do with it. And so,
but yeah, he definitely, because I'm going to be honest with you, DiDi, like, I'm not super insecure. I'm not super secure in my relationships in the past, but I feel like I'm reasonably secure. I think I'm more modest and more traditional. Mm-hmm. So this isn't something that I would want to see my woman in, but if she was absolutely hell set on it, then, what can I do? Yeah. But I'm going to tell you like this. If I see these pictures of my lady on the internet with her booty out hugging Usher, I'm going to pack my bags. I'm not even going to play no games with her. No. It's over with. There's nothing I can say. No, man. It's over with. So, yeah.
There go my baby. Oh my goodness, that show was off the chain though, and I don't know. My dude would have left me if I would have hugged Usher. But for a chance to hug Usher, I would have hugged Usher. Because I'm sure if I was out, if you were out, DiDi Skky in her sexy Harley gear. Yes, I am. I'm rocking my gear. Thank you so much. But I'm sure that, let's say Beyonce, for instance, if Beyonce came up to, you know, your guy or you and was singing to you and hugged you, you would take that embrace. You wouldn't be, and you wouldn't expect to be broken up with afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lie. Like I think it just emotional.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. They wild out here in these streets, DiDi.
It is.
Yeah.
And look for me. I'm gonna be in the peach booty butt cheek breast butt cheek booty peach.
You said you're gonna go to the you said you're gonna go to it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna skip that one then. I'm not going to go to that one then.
Oh gosh, what an amazing show. Thank you all for joining us tonight on our bonus edition of episode 7 of Let's Talk About It with your girl DiDi Skky. Thank you so much to our special guest tonight, Andre King Blac Ferguson, the president of the Atlanta Mother Chapter of the Kingz of the South. Happy anniversary to all of you. Enjoy. And if you see me out there in the streets, make sure you act like you know me now. Don't act like you don't know me. Act like you know me. Wave at your girl. Come by and say hello. JoJo said happy anniversary 78. That's right. Sisters in Motion. Shouts out. Need for Speed Racing. Jaquita said, hey, yeah. So again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe so that you can always be notified when we have these special editions and these featured bonus shows. And also check us out on your favorite podcast channel. Wherever you get your favorite podcast, we are streaming there as well. We're on Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, and Odyssey, Apple. Check us out there, guys, because you may not have a chance to actually physically see us on the video, but you can hear us. If you're at work, pop that earbud in and take a listen. So thank you again, Major. It's been real. I hope to see you out here on these bike streets.
Yeah, no, DiDi, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stick to the arcade games at the Dave and Buster's. That's the only bike you're gonna see me on, and I don't care. I don't care if anybody talks about me. So yeah.
And you won't see me holding on for dear life either. You know,
Hey, no worries. If I see you on a bike flashing by, I'll enjoy it. Make sure you take some footage so we can see it.
If I decide to, I will make sure that I do that for the next show. We look forward to seeing you all next time, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your girl, the DiDi Skky, DiDi Skky. And before I go, you know what I say. Go for your goals. Reach for the stars because the sky has no limit. We'll see you next time. Take care.